So yesterday I did a little marketing experiment to see if we can rank UpViral on Product Hunt, and we did. So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how we hacked Product Hunt, how we've been able to rank on Product Hunt, the exact steps we took so you can replicate it. And what's really cool, I'm going to share the exact results as well. So let me just jump to my camera and let's continue. So my name is Wilco the Kreij. I'm the founder of UpViral, and as I mentioned yesterday, we released a new feature of UpViral on Product Hunt, and I never really launched something on Product Hunt, so I figured I've been a follower of Product Hunt for a couple of years now, and I wanted to see if we could rank high on Product Hunt as well. So I didn't just want to go like whatever, so I took a couple steps, I put some thought into it, and I'm going to break down those steps, exactly what I did and why I did it. And the first thing is kind of obvious. Step one is be prepared, right? So from what I've seen on Product Hunt, like, people are very picky in terms of how it looks. It has to, like, it should look pretty, like a good looking design. So before we even posted anything on Product Hunt, we made sure to create good images to make sure our hunt would actually looks good. And if you go through Product Hunt, you'll probably see that every product that is on there will have a little icon right away, right? On the left, you'll see a little icon, and some of them are just static, some of them are an animated GIF. And I was like, all right, that probably grabs more of an attention, it looks better, so let's make sure we have a little animated GIF. Contacted my designer, hey, could you help out with that? And she created something in like 30 minutes or so. So that was the first step. Plus, I wanted to have some good-looking images as well. Plus, I wanted to have a video, right, that explains actually what we launched, because what we launched was the new drag-and-drop editor for UpViral. It's like, if you're not tapping into referral marketing just yet, check out UpViral. You definitely should. And with this update, you can literally just drag and drop your whole campaign together. It's really slick. Our team put a lot of effort into it, and that's why we actually launched it on Product Hunt, right? So we made sure to prepare everything in advance, prepare a GIF animation, prepare a couple of images to put on your Product Hunt promotion, and a video as well. And also, I took some time in advance to write down the title and the description to see what should it actually be, because that's what people will always see. Copy, whatever you write there is going to be important. So did all those things. One thing I forgot is to also write a first comment. It's really important to also have a first comment as the founder of your product, to say like, hey, well, here's the backstory of our product. Like, it makes it more engaging. I should have done that beforehand, because what's also important is that you launch it at the right time. And I wanted to launch it at 9 a.m. Amsterdam time, because that's right after midnight. And that means it starts a new day, and that means you have the full day to gain. Like, you don't want to launch it like 10 hours later, for example, because then you would miss out on the European time zone. So launch it right at midnight for Product Hunt's time zone, which is 9 a.m. my time. And I should have prepared everything in advance, because that way I would have been even faster. Right now it's like 30 minutes later or so. So that would have been better. Plus, a lesson learned as well. After I launched it on Product Hunt, what happened was I went to the first page. I was hoping that it would show up there, but it didn't, right? As it turns out, there are so many products that are being promoted there. Like yesterday, literally 133, if I count correctly. So they have an algorithm to see like who's even going to make it to the first page. And what I should have done, I learned that during the day from someone who reached out to me. I should have asked someone else to hunt the product who has a high reputation on Product Hunt, because if the right person hunts a product, it will go straight to the first page, whereas I was stuck on the second page. And that's actually cool, because what I realized, it's actually a manual process as well, because at some point it went to the first page, right? But they also changed the name, which means it's not just an algorithm, but there's also a manual process who decides what could be on the first page and what couldn't. And the second step is obviously to publish it on Product Hunt, right? So add the title, description, the images, upload it all. That should be fairly straightforward, right? So at that point, it's live on Product Hunt. And what do you do next? Well, the thing you don't want to do is, like the marketer in me wanted to do it, it's like ask people to upvote. Like if you do that and they'll spot you're doing it, they'll bang. Like, you will be gone from the first page. So definitely don't do that. You want to generate attention to it, but you don't want to ask people like, hey, please upvote my thing, because again, if they spot that, that's a no-go. So don't do that. What I did as the very first thing after I reached out is I actually reached out to a couple key people, because I could have asked my team like, hey, sign up to Product Hunt and vote. But again, that's a terrible idea, because if there's suddenly a bunch of new Product Hunt accounts and they then upvote one product, I cannot imagine like that wouldn't flag the spam filter or algorithm, right? So that's probably not a good idea. So I asked a couple of key people that I've seen, like friends of mine that I had a previous relationship with, like, hey, check out, we were on Product Hunt, like, what do you think, right? And obviously because they're friends, they upvoted it. And there was just like 4 or 5 people or so, not a lot, but those key people can make a major impact. And I believe actually one of those or 2 of those were actually the influence that we needed to at some point get to the first page of Product Hunt. So that was step number 3. I reached out to a couple key people on Product Hunt. And number 4, the thing I did immediately after is embed the Product Hunt button on your landing page, right? Because if you're sending people to Product Hunt and people go and they go to your landing page, they'll then again see the button where they can upvote. Or if you send people from other sources to your landing page, they'll also see that Product Hunt button where they can just click and it will go straight to Product Hunt and they can vote as well, because you want to get as many votes as possible, obviously. So number 4 is to embed the Product Hunt button on your landing page. And on top of that, I didn't just want to do that, but I also added a site-wide notification, like everywhere on UpViral. If you just go there, you'll see a little notification like, hey, we're live on Product Hunt, again, to just drive that traffic to that page. Like if any of our customers would go to UpViral.com to log in, they would see like, hey, they're on Product Hunt, what's that? And obviously not everyone knows what Product Hunt is, but for those who do, they might actually vote, and that's again an extra way to get people to upvote and to increase the odds of ranking high on Product Hunt. And the 6th thing I did is actually I reached out to our Facebook community. Like we have a Facebook community with a lot of viral hackers. That's what we call those who use viral to grow their business. And what we do is what I did is I made a post, said like, hey, we're live on Product Hunt, like come and check it out. Again, I'm not asking them to vote, but I know that a lot of those people are obviously our fans and they've been our customers. So if they do see the post, then and if they're also on Product Hunt, there's a good chance they'll just check it out and actually vote for us as well, which is really, really awesome. So that was the next thing we did. And then kind of the last thing in that promotional sequence to drive attention to this Product Hunt promotion was to send out an email to our email list. However, I didn't want to do this until we got to the first page. Again, initially we weren't on the first page, we're not featured on Product Hunt just yet, and I believe, and I don't have proof for this, but from what I've seen, what I've heard, I believe that if you suddenly send a bunch of traffic, a lot of people to the landing page, right, it could again be seen as spam or like you're trying to trick the system. So I purposely waited for the email to send out, until we were at least featured on the first page. You don't need a lot of votes for that. I believe we had like, I don't know, maybe 10 or 15 votes. It's not about the number of votes, it's about who actually voted, right? So I waited for that to happen, even though we were very down, very low on the ranks, so at least we were on the first page. And only then I was like, all right, now we can send a broadcast email, which again wasn't just about Product Hunt, was an email about, hey, you know, the new UpViral editor is live, drag and drop, it's awesome. And then in the bottom, by the way, we're also on Product Hunt, so if you want to check it out, go ahead. And what we also did with that email is we didn't send out all the emails at once, right? We actually sent a certain percentage out right away, and then a couple hours later, the remaining percentage. And that's also because, again, I believe that if the algorithm sees like a huge spike and then it drops again, it could be a sign of like, tricking the system. So I figured we'll send an email first, and that will also be spread out a little bit, and then we'll send another percentage of the email out a couple hours later, so that it evens out over the day, all right? And then obviously, as all of this happens, as we're trying to promote this Product Hunt launch, comments are starting to come in, right? People are starting to comment, and I believe it's important. Again, it's a close community. Like if you were to ignore those comments, that would look bad. Like, so you want to make sure that you check the comments every now and then during the day and reply to them personally as the founder right away. Thank people for saying nice things, answer questions and all that. So very important as well during the launch. And then now maybe the final, not even maybe, the most important thing for a successful product launch is none of the steps before, right? The most important thing is what you do way before that, and that is to build an actual great product, right? You cannot get away in Product Hunt to promote something like, yeah, but you see it as a marketing thing. You need to create a great product. Like at UpViral, we've already been working 5 years at UpViral, right? Only now we're like putting it on Product Hunt. Like this is something that you shouldn't underestimate. Like it just goes a long way. You have a loyal following of customers who've been happy, who've been using your software, who've been growing their business because of it, because those people will help you not only upvote, it will help you generate positive reviews. Like we got 19 reviews on Product Hunt yesterday, all 5 of 5. Usually you'll get like some 4 out of 5, some 5 out of 5, maybe 3 out of 5. all of them 5 out of 5, and that is just because we put so much time and effort into creating an epic product and to create an epic service for our customers, right? And you cannot fake that, you cannot hack that. You need to actually put in the effort of actually creating a great product. So should be obvious, but I need to state it out as one of the steps anyway. So with that having said, what was the result? Like, what did it yield? In terms of traffic, not that much, to be honest, so far on the first day, and based on what we can measure on Google Analytics. But obviously, we got a lot of brand exposure because right now we're closing into around 700 upvotes. Probably, you know, it's literally the day just ended, so probably we get a few more coming over the next couple of days. But right now, up around 700 upvotes or so. We ended at number 3 product of the day, so it means that like we're quite high up there. So a lot of people who are visiting Product Hunt have seen our brand name, which is really awesome. We've also gotten, like I said, 19 5 out of 5 reviews. So if Product Hunt is going to rank high on viral review or something like that, that's obviously great. That's like a long-term asset to have. And also we got some really awesome testimonials there as well, like, or at least, you know, shout out. Like, for example, I saw Ryan Dice, which is someone I've been looking up to for a long time. He's the founder of digitalmarketer.com. He's one of the OGs in online marketing, and he suddenly commented, he replied like, awesome product. I'm like, what? Like, those things that just, you know, it just awesome. It's great to hear. It's awesome inspiration for the team, but it's also like, if other people are going to see that, they're like, wow, if Ryan Dice is saying it's an awesome product, it probably is. Which, by the way, between you and me, it totally is, of course. But it's great to see that other people like Ryan Dice are saying that as well. So all in all, I'm a happy camper, right? It was an experiment. Again, we got 133 products that have been posted on Product Hunt yesterday. We ended up being number 3. We got close to 700 votes. We got 19 5 out of 5 reviews, and it's been a cool little experiment. And yeah, one that I'd highly recommend you all to try out as well if you're launching something that is relevant to the Product Hunt community. I'll drop this here on YouTube, so if you are a product hunter as well, let me know in the comments. If you are about to launch a Product Hunt product as well, let me know in the comments. And if you learned something new in here or just want to say hi, drop that in the comments as well. I'll talk to y'all soon. All right, cut, we're done here, let's wrap it up. Oh, well, sorry, you're still there. Well, in that case, thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe to my channel where I share marketing tips, tricks, and strategies that will help you grow your business faster. So you can click on the subscribe button right now or check out the next video. Either way, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.